close ones on with me.
Rips of flesh from their bones. You fought bravely, but this world is already mine.
There's a legend that precedes the dawn of our civilization. Tales of a vile god in the form of a machine, so large and so powerful that it consumed entire planets as fuel.
The world doesn't know this yet. We haven't released it in our trailers, but Unicron is in our film.
Awaken my dark master.
There's always been Unicron. He's the devourer of planets. He needs to feed on Energon to stay alive and to be able to convert more good guys into bad guys.
It's the ultimate big bad. For me as a fan, as well as so many other fans out there, there was always this hope that eventually Unicron would become part of the larger Transformers universe.
My hunger is killing me.
Few believed such a thing could be true, until the day we saw Unicron with our own eyes.
The toughest thing about Unicron really is his scale. He is a planet-eating planet. As a planet, it's a really difficult thing to convey personality, okay?
Excuses! Complete the key, or else you will wish you had died with the rest of your planet.
And so the Unicron graphic novel was really a big, huge influence on what I wanted to bring to the franchise. With the colors and how I wanted to implement this sort of godlike figure all really came from the graphic novel and the old 1986 cartoon movie.
I grew up with the animated movie, and so the first scene of that is just iconic in terms of Unicron approaching from the distance and seeing that giant planet basically as a bad guy. He has his own agenda, his own personality, his own character, and those that work for him or with him similarly have their own agenda and bring in this whole larger Transformers universe.
We got new villains, you got the Terrorcons who are more powerful than the Decepticons, and you got Scourge.
Nightbird, search the island. Finally, the hunt draws to a close.
Our lead villain is Scourge, and he is a nasty piece of work. He is very odd-looking in many ways, almost tentacle-feeling like, and sharp edges.
So he's quite a rusty character. There's nothing shiny on him.
They made this incredible truck out of him. It looks like a truck from hell. It's got chains and it's all black, dripping with stuff and these crazy stacks that go everywhere.
No one will remember this pathetic planet, and no one will remember you.
He's a Terrorcon, which is different than the Decepticons. This movie is the Terrorcons and the Predacons. The Predacons are the natural enemy of the beasts.
Maximals, Autobots, roll out!
So the Terrorcons and the Predacons are going to gang up against, if you would, the Autobots and the beasts. Battletrap is a Terrorcon, and Nightbird is a Terrorcon.
Scourge, I have eyes on the key.
The idea around the Terrorcons is that they're servants to basically Unicron.
Protect the key. Don't let them get...
Unicron does actually possess a power and energy, which is called Dark Energon. And so he can recruit from different planets as he's moving along. He actually has an offer for different planets. He's like, you can either join me or I'm gonna demolish your planet. And so Scourge is one of those who accepted the offer and became part of the Terrorcons. And so he has this unique power that's driven by the Dark Energon that's inside Unicron. It's the actual polar opposite of the energy that's inside of Optimus Prime, which is light energon from Primus himself. And so when they actually combat Autobots versus the Terrorcons, they're going against this energy that they just cannot, overcome.
Prime comes at him, and he just can't hit him. He's kind of a combination of Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. We know Prime, we know what he's capable of. We've seen him fight. When he comes up against Scourge, he just can't catch the guy. And Scourge plays them, he dances, and then he takes him down with one blow, and you're like, damn, this guy's serious.
I enjoy that look of confusion. You have such a beautiful world, filled with an abundance of life.
I wanted a bad guy who could be scary, intimidating, but yet had this sense of intelligence in how he talks and how he speaks. And Peter Dinklage is that already. And so when he came in, he just brought this really dark character. And when we were in this booth and trying to find the right voice, he was like, I want to make sure though that yes, he's dark, yes, he's big, yes, he's scary, but he's not dumb. He's smart and he's always one step ahead of you, and that's how he maneuvers. He really tried to embody Scourge, and he really pulled from a lot of the Scourge designs. Like, he would look at the design itself and say, okay, what are his parts? What's moving on him? So he can get a feel of how to project his voice and who is he standing over and what they're looking at.
When we heard the voice, Peter Dinklage's VO, a lot of the inflection and what he does, we then had to readjust how we would perform with him. When we do see Scourge take a hit, you can see that he's sort of enjoying the pain process a bit and that he finds strength in that rather than feelings of defeat. It's again just all to feed into the formidability of the character and to make sure that he feels like somebody that Prime may never be able to take down.
Wait. Didn't I kill you already?
No! I'm the Maximal that's going to rip out your spark.
We'll see about that.
He's also got a myriad of weapons. The Claw also has a kind of supercharged gun within it, which allows him to take down B. It can be used as a weapon to skewer, stab, pitchfork somebody, and can coil into a cone to actually penetrate somebody, and then he can supercharge blast them with that.
Benefits of serving the almighty Unicron.
He also has the ability to fire weapons that have infections built within them, which he does with Air Razor in the film. So it's not so much a tracking device, but it's something that he can fire and he can infect someone's body with it so that they erode over time, and he brings them over to the dark side.
He's in my mind.
He has these things called sweeps.
Kill the other human.
The sweeps are part of his anatomy. So his back opens up and these little creatures come out, and they're kind of like his hounds of war. They're small little fighters that he can deploy to go into small spaces that he can't get into. Along with him, he's got two other characters. He's got Battletrap, who in design is probably the most classic Transformer, and he is just a war machine. He's the berserker of the group.
Someone give me a real fight!
He's built for fighting and not much else.
I'm getting really tired of you humans.
Nightbird is a female character. She's very, very strong. She's quite elegant in her movement, but also just very fierce in her ability to fight.
Nightbird is the villainess of the picture, who's really a vicious character. She's really quite heartless.
Good. Maybe we'll get a real fight.
This is the Terrorcons. We got Nightbird, who's a Nizan. She's the lady of the Terrorcons, if you will.
We must protect the humans!
She has wings, she can fly, she's got torque packs so that she can jet off. She's taken on a bit of a ninja persona, so she's got two blades that she can use. She's got throwing stars she can use.
So soon?
In their own individual ways, each one of them has probably a greater arsenal and a larger number of strengths in the fighting realm to be able to face up to a larger group of Autobots.
Think we can hold these guys? Oh, no!
It takes the combination and the collective cooperation of the Autobots and the Maximals to win this war.
I can give you everything you want.
I will end you, Scourge.
That is a promise.